everybody. I am Elena Pasoli, the director of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. I'm here with Carolina Ballester, International Program Manager of the Shanghai International Children's Book Fair. We have spent some days here in Bologna together with the jury of the Bologna Ragazzi Award. They selected very good books that we will be happy to bring to the Shanghai Book Fair. And we are working, doing meetings in order to design the best program ever for the Shanghai Book Fair, and also to figure out even more opportunities of exchanges between the cities of Bologna and Shanghai, and between the two sister fairs, the Bologna Children's Book Fair and the Shanghai Children's Book Fair. And it's a very nice work to do, actually. And all our aim is to bring to Shanghai the same atmosphere that we used to live in Bologna during the book fair. Of course, you know, we have cancelled the fair 2 years in a row, but we are very, very happy to be coming to Shanghai for a good fair in person. So now, Carolina, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Elena. And most of all, thank you for having me here. I have to say it's my first work trip since the beginning of the pandemic, and being here in Bologna has been extremely reinvigorating. Not only because I've had a chance to work with you and witness the great program that we're going to bring for the next Bologna Children's Book Fair online edition, but also because I could attend the work of the Bologna Ragazzi Award jury. And it was probably for a long time the first in-person meeting that Bologna has welcomed. So the publishing community hasn't been able to meet up for more than 1 year now, and we're all eager, to get together again. And I really hope that the Shanghai International Children's Book Fair, which will take place in Shanghai from the 19th to the 21st of November, will be the occasion for this big, much needed and much longed get-together. It's been a hard year, but China somehow and its publishing market have managed to maintain its energy. I invite you to watch and listen to one of the sessions that we're offering to you online in the BCBF program, which is a market analysis report about the state of the Chinese publishing market. And as you see, things remain very dynamic, especially in the children's segment. So in the end, I do think that Shanghai and our beloved fair is the right platform for business and for creative networking for you in China. So we've been working hard all these days, brewing some programs, bringing the best of Bologna, thinking of how to bring the best of Bologna to Shanghai. And this session that we're offering to you and introducing gladly together is to present you the highlights of what we're going to do. Whether you plan or not to travel to Shanghai in 2021, I'm pretty sure that you will find among our exhibition schemes and in our program good opportunities to keep a foot in the China business. And that's it.
So see you in Shanghai. Many arrivederci from Bologna, sunny Bologna, and see you soon.
我们在上海见面。
So after this very Bolognese introduction, let me take you to Shanghai for a private tour of our children's book fair. CCBF takes place in one pavilion of the Shanghai World Expo Exhibition and Convention Center, in a pavilion that spans over 25,000 square meters. The place where CCBF takes place was built in 2010 and is part of the architectural complex that was built for the Shanghai Universal Expo of 2010. Last year, we were one of the very lucky book fairs, one of the few ones, to be able to take place with a real physical presence, human presence, and we're very happy about that. Of course, the international participation in our book fair was receded because of the travel restriction induced by the pandemic that you all know about. Yet, we managed to bring together 386 exhibitors from 21 countries and territories, and more than 8,000 professional visitors from 17 nationalities were present on site at CCBF. We also counted with the participation of 83 official guests from 12 countries who took part in our series of official professional programs. Also, we have events for readers, as we will discuss later, and we organized 250 reading promotion activities throughout the 3 days of the book fair. We also were very present online, and the programs we presented through our social networks and on YouTube and on Chinese online media gathered over 500,000 views. But in any case, I think that to give you a better idea of what CCBF looks like, images will always be more effective than numbers. So let me first share with you a clip of what the book fair looked like last year. All right, so as I mentioned to you in introduction, the next fair will take place from the 19th to the 21st of November in Shanghai. The graphic elements that you see now on the poster that I share with you on screen should give a whimsical atmosphere to the fairgrounds. Actually, every year we choose a different key visual, a different poster that is giving the spirit that shows the spirit that we want to give to the book fair. And this key visual is designed by an illustrator that we pick up among the finalists of our illustration competition. It's a beautiful collaboration that is very helpful to young illustrators, and that gives our fair, I think, a special flair somehow. Our fair spans over 3 days of activity, and as I mentioned, it's got a dual identity. On the one hand, it's a show for professionals who wish to trade foreign rights, to look out for publishing partners, to meet distributors, to meet new talents, writers, illustrators, translators, etc. And on the other hand, it's a public fair which is open to readers of all ages and which pursues the aim to promote reading among young children. So there's a lot of book selling going on, book launches, workshops for children, public readings, etc. So we had to come up with a floor plan that allows the different sections and functions of the fair to run separately without interfering with each other, and especially without affecting the business activity of the fair. So as you'll see on this present slide, we have divided the fairground into 3 parts, and only the hybrid zone and the public zone are open to general visitors, while the copyright zone remains a strictly professional area over the 3 days of the fair. The Shanghai International Children's Book Fair offers a wide range of flexible solutions for children's book professionals who wish to exhibit in Shanghai with us. So in addition to traditional stands, we also organize theme lounges and featured areas that match the identity of each exhibitors. To give you examples, we have a literary agent center, we have a digital hub for companies interested in adapting their contents into other digital support, or the other way around for programmers who are in search of contents. We also have a lounge reserved to the winners of the Bologna Best Children's Publisher Award. So it's usually small independent publishers, although not exclusively, with a seal and a guarantee of quality. We have a launch for the Strega Prize award winners. The Strega Prize, as you know, is one of the most important Italian children's literature awards. We also have a new entry launch for companies who wish to exhibit with us for the first time. We give them beneficial conditions to do so. And we even have an exhibition formula for young illustrators that I will tell you about later. In the current context of the pandemic, we also propose a remote participation package that we call the International Book Showcase. So just imagine that you cannot come in person to Shanghai, yet you wish to have your physical books available to Chinese publishers. We do believe that it's important to see books as a starting point to copyright trade. So the books are sent by the publishers from all around the world. We receive them, organize them, and they are displayed in an individual corner for each publishing house. You can rent 1 or 2 corners. You have shelves. You send us graphics that we also print and set up for you. And we train on-site staff to be able to receive the Chinese publishers, the local visitors' inquiries, questions, name cards. After that, all this information is compiled in a report that is sent to each individual exhibitor as a starting point to potential copyrights deal. It worked really well last year. We had nearly 80 international publishers taking part in the book showcase, some of them through Publishers Association. So it was like small national pavilions in that area. You can see the pictures right now. And although this was the main scheme through which international publishers took part in CCBF in 2020, there were also traditional stands that were organized by Chinese-based partners of foreign publishing houses or by agents or even by foreign diplomatic missions established in Shanghai or in Beijing who came and helped organize a booth with new titles of their country. So all in all, in the end, we had 99 international publishers taking part in CCBF, and even though few editors were physically present, books were there. That was very good. In addition, to ease the exchange between Chinese and foreign publishers, we also offer, like most book fairs nowadays, an online matchmaking system. So the system is available to all exhibitors and also to anyone registered as professional visitor of the fair. So the system is open whether you are planning or not to come to Shanghai. And what does it allow you to do? It allows you to make appointments, to meet virtually or at the fair with other exhibitors. And the exhibitors can also feature their new titles, their catalogs, and company information. So it works as a little directory of the fair, which has a chat function and a fair agenda. If you need more information about all those services, feel free to contact our sales office manager in Bologna, whose contact is now shown to you on screen. All right, so this is what refers to the core activity of the book fair that takes place around our exhibitors' booth. But a good book fair wouldn't exist without a good program of events. I think that it's very important in order to feel that the fair is not an empty shell, to offer our visitors and exhibitors events and programs where they can learn, network, and even promote their contents. So this is what I call the side dishes of the book fair, and it's actually my job, so I'm very happy to share a few insights about what we've been doing and what we will be doing with you. So when it comes to learning about international trends or get a few basic knowledge about the Chinese market, for example, the key program to follow is our conference, our official conference program. Every year we organize about 10 to 12 seminars on different aspects of the book chain, from creation, publishing, market analysis, trends, marketing, marketing strategies, masterclasses, etc. We usually have about 100 participants in the seminars from many countries, and among the most notable guests of last year, we had important authors like Chantal, like Albertine, like Cao Wenxuan, and also important publishers of all sizes and scopes like Scholastic, Macmillan, Walker Books, Les 400 Coups, Windy Hollow, etc. So what are we cooking for you this year? Again, I hope that our proposal will sound varied and interesting. We'll have a seminar about the foreign rights business and how it has evolved over the past few years with the pandemic. We'll have a session dedicated to education and digital publishing. We will have a session about sustainability in the book industry. We will talk about the new online channels for digital book marketing, a topic where China, I think, proposes really cutting-edge contents and ideas. We will talk about children's book translation. We will do market analysis of China and of other countries, a number of selected countries, and we will continue our award series masterclasses, which were extremely successful last year. Another great tool for anyone who's interested in discovering the Chinese children's book market is our Publishers Fellowship, a program that we've been running quite successfully since the first edition of the book fair in 2013. So every year we select quite carefully a group of 10 to 12 publishers that should represent the variety that one can find in the global publishing market. We have small and big publishers from different areas and languages. They represent different markets and different styles. They come to Shanghai 3 days prior to the book fair, and they're invited in a tailor-made tour to the most relevant publishing houses, bookstores, libraries, and other iconic places that we have in Shanghai related with children's books and children's culture. And after that, they're invited to the book fair, where they can undertake their own business agenda, and at the same time speak and be represented in our official programs. It's a very successful program, both at business and at human level. It works really well, and very sadly last year we had to suspend the program because of the pandemic, and the participants of last year are reconducted for this year. We hope we'll be able to have them on site with us next November. Among them, I'm pretty sure you know some of them. We have invited representatives from Orfeu Negro in Portugal, from Les 400 Coups in Canada, from Saori Books in Spain, from Gandal Edition in Gambia. I think that through this selection, like this example, you can see the variety and the quality of our fellowship. Another important part of our accompanying programs is called Children Plus. It's a little bit more recent. We created it in 2018 as a stream of events aiming to cast light on a trend, a topical subject, or a book category or a theme that are of special relevance for the global publishing industry. So in 2021, we are going green, and the theme of Children Plus will be Books and Seeds. Books and Seeds is a concept that emerged in Bologna in 2015 in the framework of the Milan Universal Expo. And we're happy this year to readapt it for our Shanghai audience and to update it to the current situation. Books and Seeds portrays the travel of a seed from the moment it's planted to the moment it reaches our plates. So we wish to cover different themes like seasonal agriculture, sustainability, healthy food, different food cultures and traditions, seasons, climate change, environmental threats. The children book event will be materialized mostly in a big exhibition that should feature about between 100 and 200 books from all around the world, including from China, of course. We are currently inviting all publishers to propose their original titles if they match with the topics I've just explained to you. We will be happy to consider them for the exhibition. Those submissions can be illustrated fiction or non-fiction, published in any language, preferably after 2015. And the deadline to send us your proposals is the end of this month. So please have a look at our website if you think you have interesting proposals for us in your catalogs. So at CCBF, just like at the Bologna Children's Book Fair, we also pay a lot of attention to the professional development of the illustrators community. This is why we have created a series of opportunities for picture book artists who want to promote their work and gain professional expertise in their field. The most important of those initiatives is the Golden Pinwheel Young Illustrators Competition, an annual contest designed for picture book artists under 40 years old, which aims to bring them closer to the publishing world. The Golden Pinwheel is not merely a standalone competition. It also includes an exhibition that takes place at the book fair every year in Shanghai, and it also includes an illustration yearbook that we publish every year with the 50 finalists of the competition. Those 50 finalists are selected by a jury of illustration professionals from different horizons. And this year, the jury will be formed by the literary agent Debbie Bibo, by two artists, Huang Li and Ken Nimura, and by two picture book-oriented professors, Martin Salisbury and Zhu Zhejiang. So apart from selecting the 50 finalists, this professional jury will also designate the winners of the Golden Pinwheel Special Awards, like the Grand Award, which is a double distinction given to both a foreign and a Chinese artists, and they also give 3 special mentions. On top of that, any visitor or exhibitor of the book fair or anyone who visits our website in November will be able to choose their own favorite artist to become the People's Choice Award winner. And this year, we are very happy to bring a new distinction in the Golden Pinwheel Award, as we have created the Golden Pinwheel Astra Award. It's an award-to-award cooperation with the Astra International Picture Book Writing Contest. This joint prize aims to promote international collaboration between picture book illustrators and writers. An independent jury will choose one winner among our 50 finalists, and this winner will receive a cash prize of $5,000, as well as a publishing contract to illustrate one of the winning stories of the Astra writing competition. The Golden Pinwheel competition is open to submission currently, and we will accept artworks until the 28th of June. If you're an illustrator interested in participating, check our website. Artworks are submitted digitally. It's quite easy. In addition to Golden Pinwheel, the Illustrator Survival Corner is also one of the important programs that targets illustrators. It's organized jointly with the Bologna Children's Book Fair and the Milan-based art school Mi Master Illustrazione. So the Survival Corner is a meeting point for all picture book professionals, illustrators and editors who want to broaden their creative and career perspectives. It's a place where one can train, network, and listen to some of the most respected artists and illustrators. Last year, for example, we had a program of 9 masterclasses, 7 on-site workshops, and 27 portfolio reviews that were conducted by Chinese publishers. It's a great way for young illustrators to be discovered by publishers and to get professional insights, professional comment, professional eye on their work. We also organized last year an online session that was called Destination China, that was meant to help international illustrators connect with Chinese publishers. Also, a couple of years ago, we launched a new initiative for illustrators, which is called the Illustrators Avenue. So it's a wide open space where illustrator can book a table at a very beneficial price, with the objective of showing and selling their art. So they can showcase prints, postcards, fanzines, their books, other kinds of derivatives like tote bags or stationery goods. So it's like a small indie self-publishing and art fair within CCBF. It's visited by both publishers who are always looking for new talents, and also by the general public who come to buy beautiful things. Last year, we had over 60 Chinese illustrators from all around the country who came to Shanghai to participate, and we do hope that very soon, after the pandemic, we'll be able to also generate enthusiasm among foreign illustrators as well. There are many children's book prizes and awards in China, and one of the longest running and most important is the Childres International Children's Literature Award, which is organized by the Shanghai municipal government with the support of CCBF. The 2021 edition of the Childres Awards has just been announced, and among the different categories that it covers, the International Picture Book section is of special interest to international children's book publisher. The award will accept entries until the end of September, and picture books published in any language after the 1st of January of 2020 are accepted. You'll find all the necessary details about the award with the full regulations and participation modalities on the CCBF website. And finally, let's not forget that CCBF is also a big book feast for young readers, for parents, for teachers, and for anyone involved in reading advocacy. The Chinese publishing houses who exhibit with us use our platform to launch their new titles, promote their books, and present their authors. Many foreign authors are part of this public program, and we're always happy when some of our guests of the professional program also take advantage of their presence in Shanghai, of their visit to the book fair, to sign their books and meet their local readers. Since Shanghai is a large city of over 20 million people, many of our public events take place outside of the fair, as to connect the fair with the city and reach as many readers as possible. So we rely on a network of local bookstores, schools, libraries, and galleries to host all those events. And here we are, looking forward to the 9th edition of CCBF from the 19th to the 21st of November of 2021. We all hope that the pandemic will recede soon and allow our book fair to welcome you in person as soon as possible. In the meantime, I hope that throughout this presentation you have discovered interesting opportunities to participate in the fair, even from the distance that the current situation is imposing to all of us. Contact us if you have any question, and we are waiting for you in Shanghai very soon. If not in 2021, I hope that in the very near future. Thank you very much.